Hi, it's Coach Pete. Thanks for coming back. This week, I get to answer one of your questions. Thank you for sending in the question. You know who you are. I'd love to get more questions from you, and that way I can really know that I'm being of service and answering the questions that are important to you. This week's question is, Coach, what do we do if we have different opinions and ideas on work-life balance in the family business? Well, here's the thing. This is what coaching's all about, is asking tough questions, thinking it through, coming back, having another discussion. That's a process over time. It usually doesn't happen in one conversation. I'd ask you to consider thinking about a few questions. First of all, if the business could speak, what would it say that it needs? It's a really great question because, the business needs a certain amount of attention and energy to be successful. So that's a good place to start. I have a family member on the East Coast that said, at this phase in my life, I'd like to spend more time with my children and I'd like a little more work-life balance. Well, that's the other thing. That can change over time. So you could accommodate that. That person is working less hours and taking less compensation for it. That's another good place. So if somebody wants to work less, I hope that they would take less compensation. Like any relationship, if we don't find the right balance, we're going to have resentment. We're going to have people feeling that they're putting in more effort than the other person, and that's not a good thing to do. Another question that families come up with sometimes is like, is the business here to support us, or are we here to support the business? Well, I think first and foremost, we were a business first family. And I think that's an important stand to take, that we've got to do what is needed in the business for the business to be successful. The business does provide many good opportunities and financial security for us, but we've got to take care of the business. And if we don't take care of the business, that's going to be a problem. Another thing you can do is hire a compensation consultant. When you go to sell your home, you don't just kind of think, here's how much it's worth. You hire experts to help you understand the market and understand the value. Another good place to go is if we had to replace this person, if we had to go buy this talent out in the marketplace, how much would it cost? Many times in a family business, they think, hey, we're all equal owners. We should get equal pay. I don't agree with that. I think you should be paid what the market says the role pays in your business. So if you want work-life balance, first of all, is that okay for the business? What role could you take? Secondly, would you be willing to take a compensation package that is more in line with the effort that you put in? And at the end of the day, I've said this so many times, life is too short to be suffering in a family business. So let's find that balance between what the business needs, what you want. Let's never lose sight of the fact that we need great talent and hard work for this business to be successful. And those might be the beginnings of the conversations for finding if we can all have what we want and need from the business. Sometimes we can achieve that, sometimes we can't. I hope that's a good starting place for you. Please come back and let me know if I can help. Don't forget, many times it's great to have an objective other voice in the room, because it really gets hard to sort it out yourself. Thank you for letting me be of service. I'm like the sheepdog that's just wired to and loves to herd sheep. So when you send me questions, it helps me get to do what I do, which is be of service to all of you. Thank you so much. I hope you'll come back here soon, and I hope you'll send me some good questions, some tough questions. Let's keep the dialogue going. Thanks again.